What's up, guys? Welcome back in to BBN Unfiltered, where Kentucky fans tell it like it is. It is, what is it today? Tuesday, August 18th.
Yep.
School has started at Kentucky, at UK, and Coach, I've seen it full force, and we'll touch on that a little bit. But, guys, we have a good show planned for you all tonight. This is the official beginning of our new schedule that we're going to try to abide by, which is a weekly Tuesday show no matter what, and then a pregame football show and a postgame football show. So no matter what, from here on out, for the remaining of football season, you're going to get 3 shows of BBN Unfiltered.
Yeah,
minimum,
whether you want it or not.
Minimum. Right. Whether you want it or not.
Whether
buddy,
you're tired of us or not.
We've already made the decision, and I'm not going to go back on it, so let's go.
Get over it.
So a couple things going on tonight. Obviously, we're going to touch on the Mitchell lawsuit, all that whole situation, what the updates are, what the new findings are. I believe Elijah has some information on that. He is still getting set up. And here's my thing, guys. How is this going to be Elijah's first official show on our normal, scheduled show a week?
Right.
And he's already late to the show.
Yeah, bro's grounded.
Hey, listen, guys. If you don't show up on time, if you don't practice, you don't start.
You don't start.
You don't start. Right. So, Elijah,
you don't run out on the floor with the rest of us.
Nope. Nope. If you forgot your warm up jersey for warm ups, then you ain't starting, bro.
Then never. Never.
We do have a special treat.
We do.
We have a returning guest, and he's been on with us. It's been a couple months now, you guys. I believe it was towards the beginning of the summer.
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah, and we touched on this, and he's probably my favorite motivator personality when it comes to an athlete from what I've seen from any Kentucky sports team in the last 20, 30 years.
Absolutely.
My guy, Kash Daniel, is kind enough to hop back in here with us as we approach Kentucky football season, and we're going to check back in with him, see what's going on with Kash. And if you guys have any questions in the chat that we can bring up to him, feel free to drop those. And if I haven't said it, welcome in, guys. I'm trying to get everything set up here, and we will get rolling. Let's see, studio chat. There we are. And let's get Kash in on here.
What's up?
Yo, Kash, what's up, buddy?
Hey, what's going on? Y'all hear me good?
You look like you're on a boat.
I am. I'm still out here on the water. I just wrapped up fishing.
Cutting out a little bit, man.
Damn it. Give me
you guys tell me, can we? Okay, you're good, man. I think Kash might be on a boat, Coach.
He might be. He's out doing something. He's definitely not inside.
Yeah. Having some technical difficulties. No problem. We'll work through it, man. While he's getting that set up, guys, we're what, 2 weeks out, 2.5 weeks out from official kickoff?
Football, yeah. Your kickoff is 2 weeks from this coming Saturday. So, 2.5 weeks, bro.
Coach, what you and I need to do, we need to go down to that tailgating spot that you were talking about, and we need to scope out what the setup is going to look like.
I can, take you right to it.
We need to put some eyes on it and get a plan together, because
it's nothing but grass.
Boy, it could be a good old time.
Yeah.
Like I said, we do plan on doing our pregame shows there every Saturday if we can.
Yeah, Kash is out doing Kash things. That's for damn sure.
I'm telling you,
I think he's fishing.
He's out on a boat, and I don't even know how he has any internet connection at all. And that might be the issue. And if it doesn't work, that's all right.
We'll get him on again. Yeah,
we can try it again. I should have told him to secure a solid internet connection before trying to join in. So maybe that's my fault. All right, let's see. We do have Elijah in on here.
Are we actually?
Huh?
We're gonna let Elijah,
we're gonna let him suffer for.
We should.
Elijah, you're gonna suffer for at least 5 minutes. You're in a 5-minute timeout before you're allowed to come in for being late.
But yeah, I will say
we don't
this.
accept those things.
No, Kash is like he's out doing his thing, which he says he does, on a regular, which is, fishing, hunting, whatever. Good for him that he can get out there and do that, and be in his realm, as they like to say. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, Coach, I'm a big believer in you got to do the things that make you happy.
Right.
Even if you have to sacrifice some sleep, some, Netflix time on the couch. But if there's something that makes you happy and it fills your cup, then you got to go for it, man. Okay, Kash is trying to get back in. Let's give it one more shot.
Yeah, let's do this. He did go up on top of a mountain. There he is.
What's going on, buddy?
Yeah,
we got you now.
I had
you out doing Kash things?
You guys got me in my most natural element of all time, man. I'm out here on the water still.
As soon as I saw your backdrop, I said, well, number one, it's dark. I said, there's nothing behind him. He's on a boat.
Right.
He is 1,000% on the boat.
Yep.
Hey, Kash, let's see that hat, man. Little State Line Co. I got 2 Power K hats coming right now. I got my email this morning that the shipment has gone out, and man, I plan on wearing those the first tailgate.
Man, those Power Ks are awesome, man. We did a one of the State Line guys actually came out here on, I think it was last Sunday after I fished a tournament, and we did a couple photo shoots with them. And but this is my lucky hat. Like, I've had this hat since probably when they first came out, in the spring, and I wore it spring fishing, caught the hell out of them, and it's been wearing it ever since. It's kind of like a running joke with you of like, it's my lucky hat, but I'd be damned if like every time, like I cracked a good one tonight with it on. So he was like, you're not allowed to go fish anymore unless you have that hat on. I was like, yeah, you're probably right.
Dude, I used to be the same way with socks whenever I played ball. There was always, every season, I had one pair of socks where I would have a good game. I put up like 20, 25, hit 5 or 6 threes, and I was like, all right, these are the socks, man. I got to stick with them now.
I had a little bit of that in me when I was coaching with shirts I wore. Like, I always wore red on Sundays. That was the only thing I was wearing on a Sunday. So
absolutely. Hey, Kash, question for you, man. Let's check back in with you. Have you been around practice or anything? Have you checked in with any of the guys around campus? I know you got your own thing going on. Just wanted to see what kind of updates or information that going into the preseason 2 weeks away from kickoff.
I've not been able to practice yet. I'll probably go to a scrimmage probably this weekend. I usually try to go to like one scrimmage every fall and every spring. But as far as inside information goes, I've not really asked anybody. I've been too busy fishing, so kind of
too busy
had
fishing.
I've had my priorities different.
No, that's good. We were just talking about how those are the best priorities, like taking time for yourself when you're busy like you are and getting out there and doing your thing. That's what you need to do.
But here's the ultimate question. Okay, if you have a buddy that calls you and say, hey man, they're biting today, come out here and meet me, and it's 20 minutes away from kickoff against Alabama.
Oh, I'm going.
What's that decision?
I'm going. I mean, I've nothing against the Cats or anything, but if they're biting, by God, we're getting after them.
Yeah, I mean, you can always rewatch it, right? I mean, technology's great nowadays. You can always just tune it back in whenever you get back in the house.
There you go.
That's awesome.
How often you getting out fishing and stuff, Kash?
I try to go at least 3-4 times a week. I'm fishing every Saturday, every Sunday. I fish a Thursday night tournament, and then if I can sneak, if I finish up work early one day like I did today, then I'll try to get out here. I mean, it's something I love to do. It's something that I'm really trying to really get good at, and start fishing some tournaments probably in the fall, winter, and the spring. So,
well, there you go. Awesome.
I love it. Fishing is like your version of pickleball, right?
It's like my it's my golf, basically.
Okay,
There you go.
go.
Yep, that's a yep. So how's
Hold on a second. Hold on a
how's
second,
the
boys. I gotta get off this
wrestling?
bike.
What?
Oh, you're good, man. Elijah, for you guys that are tuning in, Elijah is still on. He's still in timeout. He's gonna have to wait at least until 9:25.
He's got his nose on the chalkboard.
That's hilarious.
There we go.
Yeah.
What's the chat saying? Here we go.
So what I was getting at is I know you're maybe not doing as much right now. How's the wrestling going, and how's all that going with OVW and everything?
I've not wrestled in OVW in probably 2-3 months, I think. I can't remember how long it's been. My last match was with JBL, Cash Flow, and I was tag team partners with the OVW heavyweight champion Dustin Jackson. And then, I mean, they were basically saying like, "Hey, let us know when you're available." And I'm like, "Well, I'm available. Just let me know." And I haven't heard anything back, so I got fish to catch and other shit to do. So
Right. Yeah. I mean, so like, is there like is it more of like a, hey, like I'm ready to go, or they call you or they don't? Like, is there like a true off season when it comes to stuff like that? Or is it like more or less, hey, we'll call you when we want you?
no, there's not really an off season. I mean, like if you're in the big times, like in WWE, and somebody like Roman Reigns or someone who goes on a long title run, and and they need a couple weeks off, then they usually take the title off of them, put it on somebody else, and let them rest up for a little bit. But no, this is more like a, hey, we'll reach out to you when we need you. And I think before that, I didn't really wrestle for a couple months either. And then I got a call while I was on a bachelor party in Gulf Shores, which probably wasn't the best time to call me. And and
Yeah.
and they were like, "Hey, you want to wrestle JBL?" And I'm like, yeah. So
Absolutely.
that's how we got it done.
Hey, Cash, this is the number one question I wanted to ask you today. My son, he's in his second year of youth football. Okay. He's in second grade. So it's very low level, just base, fundamental football. We have him right now playing tight end and defensive end. Sometimes they'll move him they'll move him into tackle. If you were just standing in front of an 8 or 9-year-old boy that's just trying to learn the foundation of learning how to, and I know you didn't play the line or anything, but you know enough about it to at least give like an opinion on like what at that age, what's something that you would give a piece of advice you would give a young kid that's just learning how to leverage their weight to get into an athletic stance when it comes to football, because he understands basketball better right now. He's still learning football.
One of the first things I would say is, don't be afraid to mess up. I mean, this is obviously brand new to you. And, but if you're going to mess up going 100 miles an hour. I mean, they tell us that in college, I mean, that's at every level of
Yes.
football. I think that's for every sport. I mean, don't be afraid to make a mistake. Don't be afraid to mess up, ask questions, But I mean, he's in second grade, so probably asking questions about keeping leverage on a pulling guard and things like that probably isn't on the forefront of his mind. But I, I would say
No, it's not. I can confirm that.
yeah, I would say too, man. Just especially at that young age, if they are tackling, I would say really learn how to tackle, and really learn how to uh, not lead with your head. Speaking from experience, and and just just have fun with it, man. I mean, that's the biggest thing is just have fun with it. I mean, you're going to mess up. I mean, there's going to be times where, you feel like that, you're maybe not doing your best, but you're in second grade, man. It's not at the point yet to where it's become a business aspect, so enjoy it while you can.
Yeah.
And enjoy playing with your buddies, I mean, I can still remember the days when, when me and my buddies were growing up in Paintsville and, out there playing in the outfield of the baseball field. That was our football field when we were that age. And, we had the blue, the red, and we had the blue, the red, and the white team, and, it's just, football is a great game, and I think it's great to get kids into it at a young age. It teaches you a lot of young, like life lessons. Life lessons to me, I've learned through football more than life itself almost. So, just
Yes.
have fun with it,
Yes,
and
absolutely.
and just roll with it. It's going to come.
Yeah, and like, I mean, I was sitting there thinking, like, we had practice tonight, and I'm looking at the kids, and we normally go twice a week, and it just didn't look like they were enjoying going out there and competing. I don't know, like, maybe it's like the coaches are just so bought in on getting everything rolling and getting everything right, but the kids, like, we ask them, they're like, yeah, no, that was fun, but during practice, there's just no emotion, and I get it. It's second graders, and maybe they don't know truly how to act just yet, but I question if if we're trying to go over too much too fast, right? So I don't
Well, I
know.
mean,
Maybe we're a different generation.
that's kind of what I was getting to. I mean, we're a different generation. I mean, and not taking anything, against parents nowadays, just because I mean it's the world that we live in. But like, we didn't have iPads. We didn't have um all this stuff growing
Phones.
up. I
YouTube,
mean,
PlayStation.
YouTube, yeah,
Yeah.
all that stuff, man. I mean, me and my dad, like, I mean, thank God, I had someone in my life that was really proactive in my youth and wanted to teach me sports at a very young age, which obviously sounds like you're wanting to do too. So kudos to you as a dad for doing that.
Yep.
Um,
Oh.
and
Yep.
and I can always just remember, playing outside and being outside and watching football on TV.
All day, every day. Yep.
Yeah. So, I mean, I think it's just a different generation, but at the same time, like, I think once they start to grow up and get more involved in it, and see, how really big the game is, I think that the switch will turn for a lot of those kids, and
Yeah. Yeah.
especially now they know they can become millionaires in college off of it, which is crazy.
You're right.
Terrific
Right.
point. Yeah.
It's nuts. That
Absolutely.
whole situation
Terrific
is
point.
crazy, Cash.
Yeah, I'm thinking like usually around like third, fourth grade. Okay, then you start to get into all right. These kids really understand how to. The ones that really know how to compete really start separating themselves at that point. I think, and it's from me, like playing from playing college ball and playing such a competitive level of AAU with coach, and it's hard to go back to the beginning stages and just remember how we just learned to compete and everything just from the base, so maybe we're just going too fast.
Right.
Well, I mean, but at the same time, though, it's good that you have guys out there that have played at a high level, and understand what it
Yeah.
takes to compete, no matter what sport it is. I mean, you know, my coaches, they were a bunch of guts out there with cigarettes hanging out of their mouth, just having us hit each other. I mean, that's
Right.
you know,
Not in Painesville. I don't believe that for nothing.
Right.
no, I mean
No,
I mean
one
that's
thing I said
everywhere.
today, I said, yeah, I mean,
Oh yeah, I could tell you stories about the guys that used to throw baseball practice to us, man. They'd have cigarettes and throwing them out on the mound, and as they were hitting us with a baseball, and yeah, man,
no, one thing I hit on today with the kids, and like I was like, guys, like if we go half speed, like you're gonna get hurt. There's gonna come to a point where you're out here lollygagging and you're not paying attention to what's going on around you, and you're gonna get rocked, and you're gonna get your butt knocked out, and you're gonna think twice about not paying attention at that point. So I mean,
Yeah,
it's
I mean,
like you said, life lessons, man.
yeah, this is 100%, 100 or speed on 100 type game. I mean, that's how you do get hurt. Is if you're going half speed, or
Yes,
if you're not paying
correct.
attention to what your assignment is, and next thing you know, you get drilled. And that's tickets for you.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
1000%. Well, hey, Cash, man, I didn't want to hold you too long tonight. I just wanted to check in with you, see if you were willing to hop in with us and just chat for a little bit. But I know you're out there fishing, Coach, you got anything else for Cash real quick?
No, I know people are out there asking what you're fishing for tonight, and what you're trying to catch tonight. We've had a couple questions, and so lighten them up, Cash. Tell them what you're out there trying to get.
Oh man, I'm a bass fisherman. That's what I do. I just got my first boat in February, so I've been having it on the water every chance I get. Summertime is not the best time to try to come out here and catch them. People think that, oh, it's a nice sunny day, you go out here and go fish, but it's pretty hard to get them to bite in 90-degree water. But we found a couple good ones. We know what to look for as far as the layout of the lake and where fish are staged up at this time of the year. So it's like a game of chess. You're just moving pieces around the board until you can figure it out and find a pattern. So luckily, I didn't take a lot of bites tonight, but the ones I did take were pretty good ones. So just keeping it, and it's like football, or anything you do in life. Once you figure out what's worked for you, it's something that I store in my head for when I start competing in tournaments here pretty soon, and knowing like, hey, I remember when here's this stretch of bank coming up here. Here's a long flat point that runs out. What time of day is it? Those fish could be set up here, and then see what works, see what doesn't work, and go on about my night, go on about my evening. Always great hopping on here with you guys, man. Really appreciate you guys having me on.
Absolutely.
And if there's ever anything I can do
all
for
the
you,
time, man.
All right.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Cash,
appreciate you, Cash.
We truly appreciate it. Good luck to you, man. Go out there, go out there and catch you something, brother.
I got to get my butt back on the road. I got work in the morning, so it's ball game for me.
Boy.
All right, brother. Have a good one. Be safe.
Cash, take care, man. We'll see you.
See y'all.
All righty.
Dude, what a good life. Being able to, he's out there just got him a boat. He's out there, having a good time.
All right.
Well, we got books. We got books. What kind of background is that? What are you trying to make? What are you trying to act like?
It's studious.
Let's go ahead and dive in.
Studious.
Let's go ahead and dive in. This dude, I thought about sending you an image to put for your background, but I didn't.
Nah, he's got a library.
You figured it out all on your own.
Right?
You are slowly becoming a big boy, Elijah, and I'm so proud of you. Hey, so all right, here's what happened, Elijah. You were late to the show, so you were put in timeout.
Yeah, you had to put your nose on the chalkboard.
You were put in timeout, and you weren't able to start the game because you didn't show up prepared. So, hats off to you.
That's coming from Austin, not even coach. Damn.
Oh my God.
All right, guys. So, real quick, I do have another gentleman who is going to hop in on here real quick. Coach, if you remember Quincy from he came to our remote here in Georgetown at Chinquapin.
Yes.
He used to actually, he did Wazoo sports back in the day and covered all of our high school, a lot of Central Kentucky high school sports back during my day. And man, he was in a chair with a camera during games and was on the mic on the radio and announcing, and the guy has some great experience with.
He does definitely have that.
This kind of stuff, and he also wants to bring up I believe he has some sort of event that he wants to hop on here and talk about. So he's helped me out, and I'm gonna return the favor and let him in
straight
real quick.
Up, great guy. There he is. What's up, Quincy?
Boy, oh boy. Welcome in here, Quincy.
Hey, what about a reunion right here, Coach? What about it?
Yeah, we had a good time that night, right?
Did we get Elijah out of the penalty box? That's what I want to know.
Yes.
You out of the penalty box?
Elijah has officially been taken out of timeout.
Right.
But he's still, he's on house arrest. So he's not able to leave the farthest part of the bookcase that you can see. Left or right. Doesn't matter if he has to go to the bathroom. I don't care. I don't care if you left his notes. I gave him a BBN Unfiltered notepad. If it's in your backpack or in your car.
I didn't even get one of those.
You can't go get it, brother. I'm sorry.
I didn't even get one of those.
If you're not 15 minutes early, you're late, right? Isn't that what it looks like?
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
Yep. If you're on time, you're late. If you're 5 minutes early, you're on time.
Now I
That's
know
what I
some
was
some
taught,
college
like-
coaches that would have sent him home, and then he had to make it up the next practice.
Oh yeah. In my practice, everybody else would have ran, and he would have had to sit there and watch.
No,
You
I'm
know,
glad. I'm glad
there was-
Elijah's here. He's got information we need today. I'm sure of
Yes.
it.
Elijah
He
has
does.
great information, and you guys, I'm just joking. I'm not actually mad at
he's
him, just for what it's worth.
Yeah.
If you're new to the show and you're not sure if he's actually in
Right.
trouble or he's already lost his position of the official field reporter
Yeah.
of BBN Unfiltered, that's
Yeah,
not the
that's
case.
gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's out the window.
Yeah.
By
Right.
by the
He's
way,
got to
I
earn
need
the
you-
jersey, Austin. He's got to earn the jersey
Right.
now.
That's what I was gonna say. I need you to return the shirts I gave you.
Right.
Drop them off
And-
at my doorstep, and then
and
you
when
can
we
get it
feel
back
like
whenever
you've
you're
earned
on
them-
time for at least a month
Yep.
in a row.
You can come and tell us why you deserve a shirt.
Well, actually, it's very fitting, right? Because we're worried about adding that 15th roster spot. And you know how it messes with the dynamics of a team when you add a guy late. Elijah,
Oh,
you're
yeah.
gonna have, the dynamic's going to shift now, man. We got to
Yeah.
get you in.
We
I'm
had
all,
to
get your
hold
feet
I'm,
on
all
the
out
right?
of, I'm all out of sorts right now. I
Yeah,
don't even know how to
I'm-
act. It's usually just
Yeah.
me and Coach just cutting it
Yeah.
up,
Now we're getting official. We've got a freaking
talking
segment
about like
with Elijah. And like, oh my
talk
god!
about trying to start too fast and learn too
quickly.
Man, maybe I jumped the gun and brought on maybe
Right.
too many people at once because I said yes to
Man.
Quincy and then I was like, and then I messaged Cash and he said yeah. I was like, okay, cool,
No,
sweet.
hey, that segment with
Okay.
Cash was perfect, man. Him out on the water
Oh,
and
it
jumping
was.
in. Talk about unfiltered. Bro was out on a boat.
Yeah, he's.
I mean, did y'all expect anything less?
No.
really.
Come on, that's
no.
bad.
Except a big, that big chaw in and drinking a C4. And
I'm just
Like
glad I didn't
out
have to
there
follow
bass
him
fishing.
doing some motivational speech today. I'm glad
Oh.
we just had him chilling on a boat.
he was chilling.
I just want to watch those on a loop before every game.
oh my God. Yes.
No, whenever you get ready to make your intro for the BBN Unfiltered podcast, it's got to feature Cash telling
Okay.
people to buckle up and listen in.
You
Yep.
know what?
Oh.
I have been thinking about making.
Elijah,
in the
do I got
works.
your vote? That sounds like a good thing, right?
That's a great
Hey,
idea.
hold on.
Yeah.
That's a great idea.
I mean, Cash will get you fired up now. Like, that's
Yeah.
damn. Everything I've
so-
ever watched about him gets me fired up.
So is the unfiltered is the hot take the thing we got to do when we jump off this thing, right? So with the 15th spot, like I made the joke just a minute ago, Austin, you played at the NAIA
Yes.
level.
Yes.
You guys had almost always would have had a guy come in at like Christmas break. So that's kind of a normal thing. Always having to get somebody to come in and figure that out, right?
Yeah, there was always.
Somebody
like with-
transferred in.
Yeah, normally there was always like a transfer, or there was always
Yeah.
someone who came in like late fall who wasn't
Yeah.
eligible yet, or was still waiting on paperwork, or
Right.
Right.
There was
Waiting on
always
paperwork.
something. We always had like we had
Yeah.
like that room of guys that they practiced, they had all the gear, but we never saw them in an actual jersey or in a classroom.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, never
The
saw
only time you
saw-
saw him
I
on
mean-
campus was in the gym.
Yeah. So are we going to be dealing with something like that? That's my question for the recruiting guru as we're working on this last spot. And then
Lord,
I want to
hope
hear
not.
I want to hear Coach and Austin give their perspective, but like Elijah, there's so many pieces that are trying to come together right now for this 15th spot. And we kind of all have this idea of what Pope needs to have, but right now they need physicality, not necessarily a shooter, but somebody that can be physical. But what does that piece look like with chemistry? Because we saw last year what chemistry problems they had. What are you hearing, man?
We have reached out, obviously, to Mark Mitchell's agent, and I trust if the staff thinks that Mark Mitchell is the best move, I trust that they have screened him enough to think that by adding him, it won't take away from other pieces on the team.
Yeah.
But we are having a
Austin
Zoom,
from a. Go ahead.
we are having a Zoom meeting with Jackson Kohler tomorrow. However,
Heard about that.
Mark Mitchell is in Louisville, in Kentucky, getting his injunction to play here. Like, that is still happening. So it's just a Zoom call to talk to him. It is not anything super serious. Like, we still have Mark Mitchell, who is in the state trying to get this injunction done.
Right.
So
Yeah,
so
I mean, if he is physically here,
He is in the state.
he is physically in the state, proactively trying to get this thing done and be a part of it. I just don't know in what world that once it does get approved, assuming that it does. I think that it will personally, but who am I?
Yeah.
I don't know anything about the law. I'm not.
No,
I don't have a law degree, but
yeah,
listen,
I'm just
guys,
hoping
it's
and
1 year of
praying.
basketball. They're not asking
Come
to
on.
open up a drug ring and
Yeah.
the
They're-
SEC conference and
I don't
make
think
it
anybody's
to
asking
open
to
up
judge
a
that
weed
question
shop.
anyway.
Yeah, they're not
I mean,
opening
come
up
on,
a
like-
weed shop in the middle of Lexington.
They're just
Coach,
wanting
year
to
of
get one more
basketball.
year of high quality, higher education to stimulate their minds, right?
Right.
Student
yeah.
athlete, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Coach, what do you think about that, man? The two pieces right now in Kohler and Mitchell, which one would you rather have as the coach of what the team has been put together right now?
Well, Austin and I had talked about this at length at one point. At first, I was all over the whole Jackson Kohler thing, just, knowing he came from, a program like Michigan State and a coach like Tom Izzo. And I thought he really, as far as a stretch four, would have been a great, what Pope wanted. But after watching Mitchell and thinking about it with his length and physicality, his actual, I think his defensive ability as well as his offensive ability, I think he's the perfect fit for this team in what they need to get to that next level.
Yeah.
I think right now we're a top 20 team. I think at best we're, top 18. If we get somebody like Mitchell, I think we're top 10 and a legit Final Four contender, because now we've got that dog that we could go to at the end of the game when we need a bucket. Like he's going to go get you a bucket. He's going to get fouled or get a bucket.
Yes.
And I think that's what this team really needs, is that guy that at the end of the game can say, okay, boys, jump on. We're not
And he's
losing
going to
this
guard
one.
too.
Yeah. And that's,
and guess what? If they key on him, we got
Milan sitting there.
Gunslingers.
Double
we got
hand.
gunslingers
Have fun.
ready to cocked
Yeah.
and loaded, ready to fire.
Yeah.
That and
I'm telling you
creators,
guys.
right? Yeah.
I mean, and the thing that I like about this team is and more is the depth of this team. I mean, I start thinking about McBride and, and all these other, and Frank, and, how, that we have 4 7-footers on this team. You add Mark Mitchell, you 6'10", 6'11", long as hell, and can go get you one. I just think this team has the ability and the pieces are there to be a special team. And if you add Mark Mitchell, you have the ability to be a great team,
Yeah.
which,
I agree.
we haven't seen in a while here in Lexington, a great team. And I think, and let me say this, with putting a team like this together, Pope's got a lot of pressure on him now. Like,
100%.
Boy, does
he's got more pressure on him now than he ever did his first 2
And guess
I
who's
agree.
years.
Guess who's
I
leading
mean,
that effort?
Yeah.
BBN Unfiltered.
I was
Yours
just
truly.
telling you.
Definitely.
Again, period.
Yeah, he's
Absolutely.
really got a lot of pressure on him. And is he going to be able to handle it? Is he going to
Yeah.
crack? Because at times last year,
I don't
he
want to
looked
see.
like he couldn't handle it.
I
So
don't want to see puppy-eyed, sad Pope
I don't
crawl back
wanna
into his.
Do we
his
think we
dog
need Will
kennel
Stein
and-
to give him a
Yeah.
motivational speech? That's
Yeah.
We need Will Stein and Cash Daniel in his
Yeah.
ear.
Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And Ricky P
Definitely.
giving him a phone call
Right.
again, right?
Yeah,
I need Rick Pitino
Ricky P
on him before the
in the
season
corner.
starts.
Ricky P in the corner, making sure that he takes it like a man.
Hey, listen,
I want to see a confident
Like a man.
coach that goes out and makes the decisions that he knows he needs
Yeah.
to.
I actually
Like-
got kicked out of Memorial Coliseum by Rick Pitino one time when I was a kid.
No,
We
you
were
did
watching.
not.
I hand on a whatever you want me to put it on. We were with a group with the ministry where I grew up, and we got to go to Memorial to watch a practice. And Mark Pope and that team, right? And we apparently were making a little too much noise, or the people that didn't care about basketball. And Patino looked up and said, out. And so the whole group had to leave. So us that actually cared about basketball were like, no, we don't. we got kicked out by Ricky P.
Wow.
Yep.
Boy. Oh, boy. Hey, can I give my answer on why Mark Mitchell over?
Absolutely.
Why am I asking permission like this is not
dude,
my
this
show?
is
No,
your
because
show.
you just reverted back to Scott County High School when I used to actually cover you playing basketball.
This
That's why.
is
Yeah.
your show.
Yeah. No. So me and Elijah talked about it the other night. If Kentucky was in the Big Ten, I think I would probably lean more towards Jackson Kohler.
Yeah.
But Kentucky's in the SEC, and we play teams like Florida, teams like Alabama, teams like Tennessee. I think that the size and length and athleticism combined with his ability to step out and knock down a shot at a pretty, it's not like a 45% 3-point shooter, but you have to respect it. You have to respect it and you have to honor it. Meaning that you can't fully just he can't have a guy who's guarding him that's 6'10", 6'11", that's sagging in the paint, which guess what? That creates more room for Zoom
For all
and
the creators.
Wilkins to operate. And once you got that scramble on defense, you guys, I think that we could be one of the most high-powered offenses in the country.
I
if
think
things
people
are clicking
agreed.
correctly and
I agree.
we are executing the way that we should be, and
I agree.
everyone is holding each other accountable, coaches and players. I'm telling you.
I think
It's
people
there.
forget that Mark Mitchell, before he went to Missouri, he led the physicality of a really good Duke team too.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
he did.
And I think, because I remember when he transferred to Missouri, and I was like, oh my Lord, I don't want to see that guy in the SEC with a fully physical team with him. Because as good and as deep as Duke has been the last several years, he led that team in physicality as a freshman. And so I think he brings that and stretches the floor and creates meet in the post, coach, like where he can actually like gom it up and allow shooters to get out and do what they need to do. And so I think I lean that way too. But again, we got to wait for the courts to do all their things and all that stuff.
If you don't double him,
Man.
he's going to eat you all night long.
And that's why he dropped 30 on
yeah,
Big Blue last year.
he'll
God.
eat your lunch all night.
Thank
I
God Mizzou cannot get him back, because if they
my
had
God.
Jason Crow
You
Jr.
guys, time out. I have seen a mouse crawl
ooh.
across the floor over here 3 times, and it scared the absolute piss out of me. Did y'all just see me jump? I just saw this
I
out of
was
the.
wondering what you were looking at.
He's hiding behind my door.
Bro, you need a
Oh.
cat. Look at, I got a cat. Look, get a
Oh my
cat.
God.
Woo!
Professional
All right,
radio
man.
show. Professional.
I'm a big dude, but that just scared the living shit out of me.
No,
All right, carry on.
I wanted to get that perspective of adding a new piece, because we talked about chemistry from last year, Austin. You and I talked about this not that long ago, like where I've already seen the difference with this team, and now adding a piece to that'll be intriguing. But I do think there's more intentionality in the coaching staff after living through what happened last year.
Yes, 1,000%.
Yes.
Here's my thing. Like, Mark Mitchell knows the situation that he is trying to go into at Kentucky. He knows what weapons we have. I don't think that he has the impression that he's going to come in here, shoot all the shots, be a 25-10 guy, and everything runs through him. I think that he wants to come in here, play at Kentucky and play at the biggest brand of college basketball. But B, I think he wants to have a chance to win a natty,
To win
a ring.
Yes.
He
I
wants
agree.
You don't make that move because if it was just about the money,
He'd have
there
done it in
would have
some
been,
other
there would
court.
have been somebody else would have had a shot
Yeah.
at him.
Well, and that video resurfaced recently of him, a younger him, saying, "Hey, I want to play at Kentucky because
Kentucky kicks
those
ass
guys are pretty
and
good."
Kansas is overrated or something.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
said Kansas
Yeah,
is
and-
overrated.
Yeah.
Well,
Kansas is overrated.
I like that.
They
like
are.
that we get to put that in action the first game of the year. So
Yeah,
that'll
me
be
too.
Can't
fun.
wait to see him
Yeah,
lock
so
up Tyron Stokes.
Absolutely.
Let's go.
So
Like-
initially I was like, yeah, man, that could really hurt the chemistry. This team's already built such a firm foundation over the last several months. But I think, he's on board with it. I think the players, they know what's going on. They
he's a
know
vet.
what's going on. And I think
yeah.
if they're smart ball players, and I think that they are, they're like, man, if we get him,
Yeah.
nobody's beating us.
And
Yeah,
this team seems to have more leadership already than last year. That people that want to lead.
I think by far.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's multiple leaders, and
I agree.
and that creates leaders that respect the other leaders, which require the others, dude, they got to be on it. They got to be on it, and it doesn't have to be the coach to always just harp on them and always just repeat themselves. Like, hey, man, why'd you go under that screen? Like, the game plan was to, you know what I'm saying? Like, that didn't happen. No one was holding each other accountable last year, and we all know that. I get the feeling that that's not going to happen this year.
Doesn't seem so.
The best coaches at times are your players on the floor. Like, when we were at our best, I didn't have to say something. I had other guys that would get in people's ass if they saw somebody screwing up. It didn't always have to be me. And I think teams that are like that typically are your best teams, because players getting in their ass before a coach can even get to them.
Especially when it's coming from your point guard, like it seems like it's coming this time.
Yeah. And it seems like we've got the guys in place that aren't afraid to grab somebody by the jersey and say, yo, listen, that's not the way we do this shit anymore. Like, it's not flying here. So Elijah, what do you think about this judge thing coming up? Because this is what and somebody just put on here, and I'd heard the same thing, that he's a Kentucky law grad,
but a Louisville fan.
A Louisville fan. I'd heard that like over the weekend.
Well,
so
for you guys that don't know, Elijah passed the bar exam a couple of weeks ago, so he doesn't. I'm just kidding.
That's why he was late, man. He was getting fitted for that
bar exam.
Yeah, right.
He was actually in the room, just like shadowing everyone while everything was going down. That's why he knows so much.
Well, yeah.
Go ahead,
That's
AB.
exactly why. So, with the injunctions that are going on right now, and the things that are happening in the courts, specifically in Ohio and New York, in California, and in Colorado, there was a hearing in Ohio where the NCAA basically got granted an injunction where they could stop any players in Ohio from playing basketball. Okay. Basically, a judge granted that. And then a different judge said, no, that's not happening, and put a stop to that. So I really think it's going to be hard for the NCAA to gain any traction anywhere. They're getting, like, this is building precedent across every single case. And for every single case across the country, the fact that the NCAA got overturned in the exact same state where they got granted. So you're going to see a lot of other cases where student athletes have applied. You're going to see a precedent be set, because it's already happened in Ohio. They're going to say, well, it happened in Ohio. I mean, why shouldn't these kids be allowed to play? So now you're going to see across the nation, all of these kids are going to be allowed to play now. Like, you are going to see the floodgates open after today. Like, it was massive that a judge overturned that.
Yeah, I'm actually really surprised the NCAA is not just cutting bait and saying, hey, we've got our 5-5 rule after this year anyway. This is the last time we have to fight this fight. I don't understand why they're fighting the fight.
Quincy, I agree with.
Because they're the NCAA, and they want to fight something that makes the absolute just
worst sense of
Yeah, they
No
ruled
anything.
kids ineligible because
No.
they ate bagels on a trip too. So you
Right.
know,
Yeah.
No sense at all. Like we're talking. Oh my god! I don't even get me started on the
My bad.
NCAA. Like why? Here's my thing. Like why are all these like separate? There's all the separate states that we're talking about, and all these rulings, and all of these. Can we not just make it simple and just one? Okay, there's one room. There's one ruling. There's one.
This is
Boom.
it.
Yeah, but
It's
why would the NCAA be
National
simple?
College?
right.
That-
Well, after this
they
year, it's
never
supposed to
have
be.
been.
Yeah.
Right?
What are we
Elijah?
going to talk about after this year? We're not going to have nothing to complain about with the NCAA.
Right.
No, just
There's-
Here's what the NCAA does. They send out. What's the word I'm looking for?
Memos.
You guys remember the Scantron exams?
Oh,
what, with a little
There's
number 2 pencil.
Here's what they do at the end. Here's their end of year meeting. What stupid decisions do we want to do this year?
Right.
And it's
Yeah.
a paper test, and you have to fill out the Scantron bubble, and then they submit it, and they don't even get the results for like 2 months.
That would
right.
imply that they're smart and they have plans.
Yes. That
Exactly.
they're actually doing
Exactly,
something.
To put it in a overly nice way, which I wouldn't expect anything less from Quincy. That's exactly right.
I mean, honestly, that just let it go. This is the
Honestly.
last
Yeah.
year you have to deal with it. I mean, for once, make yourself look good like you for the student athletes. You know what I'm saying? One time, let's act like we are for the student athletes, not against them. It's
Man.
just
They're,
Coach.
yeah, they're never going to.
Can we? Yeah, I mean,
no.
can we even think of a logical argument as to why they wouldn't allow it? I mean, really?
No, but there isn't anything
Anything
logical
that's
about
logical.
the NCAA and their decision
Yeah.
making, though.
Ego.
Yeah,
Okay, so like,
yes.
why can't that statement be said in the courtroom? And they're like, you know what? You're right. I don't know why I have a packet full of papers
Right.
that's just top to bottom 1,000 words.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know
Words
why
I don't
I'm
even
paying.
understand.
Why
Just
am I
tell
paying
me-
this dude thousands of dollars to represent me when it's just very
Give
simple?
me the best opposing opinion that you got, and then I'll make that decision on a whim.
We solved
Right.
it. Let's go.
Exactly.
I think I could be a pretty good judge. I don't know. Yeah,
No,
I mean,
like
come
it.
on.
So Elijah, if they're having a Zoom with Kohler tomorrow, let's say a ruling comes out Thursday, do they just cut off all ties with Kohler and just go with Mitchell?
Yes. Like
Yep.
they are talking to Jackson Kohler because we do not know, we genuinely don't know. Like there could be a chance, like a slim chance that, this judge says no. So
Yeah,
If
they're
that
trying
happens,
to
we-
have a backup plan.
yes, they
Yeah.
are like, okay, we need a backup plan if this does go south. So that is what is going on. They're making sure that they have it completely cut off at everything for that 15th man.
So what does that Zoom call look like, Coach? You're like keeping them on the hook, but don't promise them anything.
Right. Like,
If this other guy says yes, you're out.
yeah,
But we still
there's-
got to have this kind like real. Honestly, I know it sounds funny.
Honestly,
That's
What
a
is
hard one.
What does that conversation look like?
That's
the conversation
Go
is
ahead,
we
Elijah.
have more cash than BYU. We'll give it to you if Mark Mitchell says no, but just know that if not if Mark Mitchell says no, if Mark Mitchell's ineligible, we'll give you the cash that we were going to give to Mark Mitchell. Which I don't know if you guys heard, BYU is broke. Like they are genuinely broke. I don't
That's
know
what
what
I-
happened
yes.
They spent
to
it
the
on
money
Debansa.
payments at
Yeah.
BYU, but it's gone. And Bruce Branch III and Rob Wright and Colin Chandler, like you spent your money. Wait,
right.
Yeah.
Did you all? I can't remember the number, but I heard a stat, and it was the total number spent nationally between all universities, colleges on NIL collectively,
I don't even want to hear the number, bro. Like,
and it was. I'm pretty sure it ended with a B in
Ooh.
billion.
had to.
well, what
You
was the
had
stat
to,
that they said
like-
they had last year? There was only a few schools that spent 20 million plus, and this year it's like 12 or 15 schools that spent at least 20 million.
Yeah.
They thought
where
that
is-
there
are
could
we
be
printing-
20.
Are we printing money?
There's going to be 20 schools spending over $20 million.
And that's just
Okay, here's a-
basketball. Don't even think about football. Don't even think about what these
Yeah.
folks are spending on football.
Right.
Yeah,
especially
I can't
in the
imagine what an
SEC.
Alabama
Actually, you
or
know what? That's good. I don't
somebody's
know if that was.
LSU spending in football. Texas.
I'm not sure if that number was basketball only. If it was in the billions, I would imagine
It's probably everything, but
it's probably
That has to be
everything.
everything.
Here's a
Listen,
hypothetical.
guys, anything in the billion, that's
That's a lot of damn money.
That's
You
mega.
want,
That's
you
mega.
want to have a
dope.
fun hypothetical. So Mark Mitchell's doing this case in Kentucky. Let's just say the Kohler thing ends up happening for some reason. Mitchell's got his injunction in Kentucky. Louisville spending a bag and apparently talking to him. What if he ends up at Louisville and Kohler ends up at Kentucky?
Oh,
I don't think that happens.
I don't either. I'm just throwing the
I
hypothetical
mean-
out there.
yeah. I
Louisville
mean,
does have a lot of money, but I just don't think that
Yeah.
they were trying to get Nikola Kusturica,
Right.
and also we're trying to get Milan Momcilovic, and they didn't have a high enough offer to where even the highest donors at Louisville had a dinner, and we're talking about Milan Momcilovic, and they didn't think that they were getting Milan.
So they
when
finally at
you're-
least have
yeah.
a number they're not willing to go past.
Yes.
I mean, I would imagine so. I mean, at some point. I mean,
At some point,
That
like I
Ross,
said, I don't know how. Like, are we printing money? Like, where's all this coming
when
from?
they added Trimble, I thought, how did they have money left to even do that? Like, I
Genuinely.
was surprised.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
even know how
Yeah.
they had the money for that.
You know what's crazy to me is if it's
UPS
telling me anything, how desperate, not even desperate, just like, desperate these fan bases are for their alma maters or their favorite colleges and teams to succeed in a sport that they love to watch and be a fan of. Like, hey, I'm willing to like take out a second mortgage and and I know a lot of these it comes from mega just
mega donors. Yeah.
yeah,
I mean,
and
hell,
it
we
doesn't-
saw where the
they don't
crafts
even
were
see it
sitting
come out
during
of
the
their-
TBT, right?
yes,
The crafts weren't in the stands. Let's
like,
just put it
imagine-
that way.
I just it's hard for me to fathom because you're just like, well, yeah, I'll just give
Yeah.
20 million. Here you go.
Yeah, here's
Well,
Hey,
it's
Wait
interesting
until
to
the
me.
Cal
Like,
guys
put it in.
retire.
Oh, true.
That money.
But
Oh
put it
my
in perspective.
God.
So, like, these guys are putting money into this, and there's no return. There's no ROI. Like the TBT, the Davis Steel guys put money in because they were going to get money out.
right.
Like that made sense. And for what I currently do for a living, I do development for a nonprofit where we're helping foster and adoptive kids across Kentucky. And I'm like, just give me like $1 million, and I'll tell you how many families
Right.
I can help. These guys are throwing it to win ball games.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like, come on,
They're-
man. Like,
Yeah. They're like,
get a
hey,
week-
I'm just
to get a
tired
week
of getting
further
beat by
in the-
Florida. Here's
Yeah.
$2 million.
Yeah, they're
See what
doing
you
it
can
to
do with
get
that.
done.
They're doing it to get a week longer in the NCAA tournament. Here's $5 million. There you go. Get me 2 weeks longer in the NCAA tournament.
Mark Mitchell told me that he loves Lamborghinis. Here's a little bit of cash. Go get him one.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
Whew. But
Man,
yeah, the
it is.
money's
It's
flying
crazy.
for sure.
Yeah. I mean, I 100% agree that these kids need to get paid because they're making people money. I'm all for it. But when NIL came into the picture, it was not supposed to look like this.
No, it wasn't supposed to be a free for all free agent. Like,
I was under the impression it was supposed to be, okay, I have a brand. I'm playing for a university. I've shown a specific amount of success playing here, and I'm going to use my brand to then
I can do
benefit
commercials, they
to
sell my
benefit financially because
jerseys.
I can market
Exactly.
myself. Not, hey, I'm a 5-star prospect who's never done anything in college. I may or
Pay
may
me
not.
$2
I may or may
million.
not be good. Oh, and by the way, I might have a torn ACL. Can I get $4 million?
Yeah, or wait, I don't like it after the first year. Thanks for the $2 million. I'm leaving.
No, okay.
Yeah.
I mean,
well, then,
come on.
Well, okay. UCLA called me, or Tennessee, or Arkansas called me.
Yeah.
Like, okay, well, there's
Yeah.
the end of that recruiting.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean,
Yeah.
it's
I-
come to be a free for all. Like,
Yeah.
it's just crazy what's going on right
Yeah,
now.
until they get to treat them like employees, they're not going to be able to collectively bargain and all of that
Nope.
stuff. I mean, I get
I don't
why
know if they
it
ever
turned
will.
into it. They won't.
I don't either, Elijah. I agree with you there.
going
Too
to be honest, I
complicated for
think
the
it might be
schools.
like this forever. The NCAA can't even get a hold of it. So who's going to?
They can't? No.
Nah.
Shoot. Come on.
I mean,
My-
NCAA,
Reggie Bush called. He wants his Heisman back.
yeah,
Yeah.
NCAA getting a hold of something is like the WNBA telling you what a woman is.
Come
Oh,
on,
my-
Unfiltered.
Hey, that was good. That was really
Yeah.
good. So Quincy, you touched
Yes,
on a
sir.
little bit of what you do, and
Yeah.
tell us a little bit about that.
So Orphan Care Alliance is an organization that gets to work with adoption, foster care, and kinship care kids here in Kentucky and families that are on the margin of losing their kids to foster care. And so for people that may not know, just in Kentucky alone, there's over 8,800 kids in the foster care system, and there's only about
Wow.
4,000 homes licensed to hold foster children. So we do foster parent training, and we do a lot of other things, interconnected ways that we wrap around those families. We provide support groups for different families that actually say yes to those kids. But we're actually also upstream from the problem. So we actually try to keep families together that are on the margin of losing their kids to foster care. And so we do not take state or federal government support for that. For the reason of being able to stand on our faith in the way that we serve. And also, it also means we don't have to worry about the whim of legislation and funding priorities of whoever happens to be in whatever office. So we are completely funded by individual donations, business partnerships, events, which I'll talk about one here in a moment. So it's a lot of different things. It's hard to put it all in one small box because just like raising your own kids, Austin, no one of your kids is the same.
Exactly.
They all have different stories, different baggage, different things, even just your kids that have always been in your home.
Right.
Think about kids that have been taken from home to home to home because of whatever situation, or even adopted out of certain situations, or with kinship care. That could be grandma or grandpa raising great grandkids, and they're on a fixed income, and now they're raising an 8-year-old they didn't know they had to. Or their siblings raising siblings, or there's 90,000 plus in Kentucky that are living with someone other than their biological parents. And so we step into the muck. We work with churches and other organizations and community organizations that want to be part of the solution in this child welfare crisis.
Okay.
And that's kind of the nuts and bolts of it, man. It's
awesome.
interesting work.
God bless
awesome.
you
I mean,
for what you
listen,
do.
like that number.
Absolutely, God bless you.
That number you put out, 9,000. I mean, like that.
Yeah, almost 9,000 in foster care.
I wouldn't have guessed that number.
Just in this state. I mean, that's
I mean, we're a small state.
Yeah.
Compared to a lot of these other bigger states.
So to speak to that too, so Jefferson County and Fayette County, obviously a lot more numbers in those two counties, but there's also a lot more resources. So right now, we are really, we are across Kentucky, but we're being like literally begged to be in more of Eastern Kentucky because there's as many kids that need it and families that need it that there's not as many resources there. Right, so now in my role as trying to encourage people to donate and to have strategic partnerships in the way that we do what we do, we're trying to raise the awareness and the funds to continue to have caseworkers in those regions that need it even more. And so all of my events, all of my efforts right now, while we need money to do all the things, because we do everything we do for the children and families we serve at no cost to them, but there is a cost obviously for the mission delivery, right?
Sure.
And so the dinners, the 5K that we have coming up in Richmond and all of those kind of things, every bit of those along with business partnerships goes right into the work. And so it's really awesome. Yeah.
That's awesome.
That is
great
awesome.
Stuff,
That's
awesome.
That's great stuff.
Quincy, have you reached out to Dakota?
We talked a little bit when you and I reconnected, and King City, we're going to have some conversations because one of the things that's really cool about what we get to do when it comes to churches is we're not walking into a church and adding a new mission. We're not walking in and asking them for money. We're saying, how can we help you serve who you're already serving and just highlight this lane of people and how to serve them better. And so we offer free trauma training for churches and schools. We walk alongside and allow So a lot of times the certain side of political conversations will say, well, where are you when this child goes down this road? Well,
Right.
we're here to help make sure the church can be the church in those moments. And so the statistics bear out that when a church is involved and involved the right way, those families stay together better. Now, there's a ton of organizations that are trying to be part of it, and we collaborate with over 70 organizations in a lot of different ways. So it's no one organization, just like no one person
Right.
can be the answer.
Yeah.
So we go hand in hand with a ton of great people that are trying to help in this crisis.
It is,
and that's why we have the Fostering Hope 5K that's coming up in Richmond, Kentucky, and that is for people that might be on right now. There's a QR code right there if you want to run it.
There we go.
We'll have the link. We'll have the link a little bit later. Fostering Hope 5K. It's presented by Impact Battery and Whitaker Bank, and we have some other wonderful sponsors like Stockton Mortgage. And then I have to show y'all something that's going to be in the swag bag. If you're like me, if I'm running, you better be running the same direction I'm running, because there's something happening behind me that I'm getting away from. So
my running days are over. Listen, I will speed walk.
This is a run walk. So if
I might even do that little light jog, like across the street, like everybody does when you're kind of
couple of times when you got to show
when
you're
trying to
running.
beat the car that's coming and like trying to act like you're not taking up their time. Right.
Yeah, like I'm running, but I'm not really running. I'm just trying to make it look like I'm running.
Yeah,
so we have this. So we have this lady that has run, this will be our 4th time doing this 5K, and she's running all of our races. She runs and walks. She's in her 60s, actually she's in her 70s, and she's running her 200th 5K at our event.
That's awesome.
And so we're really excited to celebrate that with her. We also have some great partners that have come together to bring some cool stuff into our swag bag. Some of the, like this water bottle is going to be in the swag bag. We have, that's from Nifty Promotions. We have this really cool cooling towel from Stockton Mortgage.
Ooh,
that's going to be
a cooling towel.
Yes.
Me too.
And now
Love them things.
You might have seen some of those items in a swag bag at a 5K before, but I almost guarantee you've never seen a can of oxygen in a swag bag.
Never.
I need 2 of those strapped to my back if I'm going to be a part.
I'm getting ready to start working out.
So
I need
is there such a thing like you guys remember like the beer helmet?
I just need a big
I need the oxygen helmet.
Right. I need one that just attaches to my back. Like,
hey,
right.
Way to make me look bad talking about that old lady who's done how many
200. Right. This will be 200 for her, bro.
She's doing 200, and I'm over here like, I walked up the stairs.
Yeah. So this is called Rocket Oxygen. It has 98% pure oxygen in a can. And they're going to be in every swag bag up to the first 200. And we've got about a little over 160 already registered. So if you're going to jump in and make sure you get one of these, we'll have the link down in the post. We can have the QR code for you right here. Look at that QR code for those watching.
Fostering Hope 5K.
Fostering Hope 5K. It is Impact Battery. Fostering Hope 5K presented by Whitaker Bank. We've got Stockton Mortgage, Mr. Electric. The other cool thing, the local Chick-fil-A, they're going to have the cow out there running. They're going to have cowbells. There's going to be some free coffee there. There's going to be all kinds of fun stuff.
Yeah,
so not only is it an opportunity to come and walk a 5K, there's also a kid dash, Austin. Bring your kids out, let them run. We've got an opportunity to do all those normal fun things. There's inflatables for the kids. But the really cool thing is, because of these business partners that have jumped in with us, every registration, every part of coming in for this event goes right into that crucial work that we were just talking about.
Well, that's awesome.
So it's going to be a fun opportunity to hang out on August the 29th. It starts at 8:30 in the morning. So if Kentucky or whoever plays later that day, college football is going to be coming around, you still got time to do that too.
There we go.
Absolutely.
There we go. You guys saw it here. If you're a runner, if you're someone that likes to register for
run,
these
walk,
kinds
crawl,
of events, I couldn't think of any better cause. I couldn't think of any better cause than Fostering Hope. So,
and we know we have a lot of people in Central Kentucky, guys.
Yeah,
like people in Richmond and so forth that listen to us. Get out there. Go
So
support
we'll have
something that's
people
great.
from Lawrenceburg. We'll have people from Lexington, Richmond, Berea. So it'll be a great, good time. I know some people have already signed up from even Somerset.
That's awesome.
Some of my people from my old days in Casey County are coming up to run.
Hey,
so it's
there
going to
we
be
go.
a lot of fun. But hey, fellas, this was cool, man. Austin, getting to relive a little bit of being on the mic was fun with you guys today. Coach
Thanks,
Elijah, good to meet
Yeah.
you.
we will
Great
do
to
it
meet you.
again, Quincy.
Yeah,
Absolutely,
man.
Quince.
It's a lot of fun. You know, I'll tell you one of my UK journalism moments. So I was at the SEC tournament working for a local newspaper in Somerset at the time. Went down. I had been down there before. I used to always park on the street because it was close. Knew people down there, didn't have to worry about any, the parking pass and all that had that. Well, that year somebody was like, hey, why don't you, instead of parking on the street, it's easier, park away and take MARTA, which is the subway or whatever. Take that in, it gets you, the stop is right there. Your car is safer, all this stuff. Well, that was the year that tornado hit the Georgia Dome.
I remember
And my
that.
car wasn't parked there.
I was
So
at
I'm
Austin's
literally-
house when that happened.
You
I
remember
was
watching
sitting-
that game?
Yes,
So-
I
We
was
were watching
sitting
the
at
game. We were
Austin's
like,
house.
oh my
Yep.
God.
So I was courtside. I was sitting there, and all of a sudden I was talking to, I can't remember who it was, but we heard some of the noise and looked up, and you could see the fabric moving. And we're like, let's go into the deeper part of this arena and not be here if that falls, right?
Yeah.
Right.
So they end up calling the game. Everybody ends up being safe. Some of those vehicles, though, got messed up, if you remember seeing the footage. So the next day, they move it to Georgia Tech, right?
Right. I remember
Smaller venue. So I get
Yep.
there early. I've got my press pass, and I'm like, I've never been to Georgia Tech. I've been to the Georgia Dome a couple times. I go in there, and I walk down there, and the people doing the ball game that night are Brett Musburger and Vern Lundquist. And they're sitting there just chatting. And I got my press pass, and I'm like, I wonder if anybody will stop me if I just go sit down next to those two guys. Because I'm a broadcaster. I
Right.
love, love of the game. So I just sat down and just started talking to
Pretty
those
much
two
on the
guys.
same level, right?
Just, yeah.
that. Yep.
Just sat down and just started talking to those guys, and they were the nicest. Like, we just talked about basketball, talked about the events from the night before. They didn't tell me, what are you doing here? Like, those two guys were the nicest. And Elijah, you've probably seen this. Like, some of those guys are really, truly down to earth. Just love being around.
Oh,
And
yeah.
obviously, if they were preparing or something, I would never have went up to them. But
Right.
I had the opportunity, and I sat there and talked to them for a few minutes. And
That's
so
awesome.
so that's one of those memories of the old days of journalism before getting to cover a guy like Austin and that team coach. You know all those,
I
Chad
know
Jackson, Dakota Uten, all that group that was really good. They wrote a book about that team. They were so good.
There is
Keith
a
O'Brien
book.
wrote that book. Yeah, Outside Shot.
Elijah. So
Yeah.
so Quincy made my high school highlight tape.
Yeah, I got to find that on a
Ooh.
hard drive somewhere.
I lost it. I cannot find it for the life of me. I've
Need
asked
somebody
I bet
to
you I've
find it.
asked Dad, I've asked him 20 times. I'm like, where is that highlight tape? I've got
Yeah,
to
Dad, I'm
show
gonna
my
need you to find
kids,
that.
man.
Well, what was fun about covering that team, because we covered a lot of games, a lot of places. We did some national games back then. I mean, I went to Oak Hill, went out to Vegas and did a tournament. I got to cover John Wall.
Didn't you
and
go to
his
Marshall
team.
County?
Did Hoop Fest, got to Brandon Jennings was on that team that I saw at Hoop Fest, my first one. So I got to do a lot of things at a high level, and it was a lot of fun. But what I enjoyed the most was getting multiple games with that Scott County group. There were years where I got to cover other teams a little longer, like when I got to start building some of those relationships. And Austin was one of those guys. Ron, your dad, we got to get close because I knew Billy and some other people, and Tim Glenn, a lot of guys, and the relationship side of it. And actually that plays into what I get to do now. So relationship is part of how we get to do what we do.
Oh, absolutely.
We don't
Yes.
just go in and get check boxes with these families. We build relationship. We have opportunity to work with other people, and so
We
all of that
collaborate.
has
collaborate,
translated.
right?
Yeah,
Is
absolutely.
there not a common theme of what I've been trying to do just within the
Hey.
Kentucky sports podcasting world, you guys?
Yes.
I mean, because
Yes.
I'm a firm believer, and just the fact that, man, we don't, it can't just be just a lone wolf. I'm not going to buddy up with anybody. I'm not going to try to help anybody.
The mega podcast was a great idea, Austin. And I think you guys did a great job with that. And Coach, you know, the fact that you guys opened the door, so to speak, and let other guys come on your platform in a way that, and the way you all handled it, where you allowed everybody to speak. If somebody hadn't spoken in a while, Austin, you did a good job of pulling them in. Like for someone that was not trained in media, like for you to just kind of like allow your conversational, relational ability come to the forefront of that and bring people together. I thought that was done really well. And the way you've welcomed Elijah into what you're doing as he's trying to start something. And I will compliment Elijah, the way that you've started to kind of build your brand and jump in with these guys. Like that's what it's about, man. It's about relationship. We make the joke a lot of times about it's who you know, right? But when it comes to just relationship with people and highlighting kids, because at the end of the day, we were joking,
man.
we were joking on the NCAA and all that, and we should. But at the end of the day, these are kids. Like these guys are 18, 19, 20 years old.
Exactly.
You know, and the opportunity to highlight what they're doing and all of that. That was my favorite part of doing some of the things I got to do at that time. And my favorite part of what I do now is the relationship and seeing these families get an opportunity to stay together and have these kind of conversations that point to something that maybe you weren't aware of. And now maybe you have a little more knowledge about
absolutely. Like,
you know, ever since I've done this podcast show, I can't even count on both hands just how many different opportunities that have come up, events that we've been invited to, people that we've been invited to hang out with, games. I mean, so many different, you know, events and people different people that I've met that I wouldn't. There's no way
met.
we would have ever crossed paths just because of this. And also, you know, the fact that I tried to open up our show and say, hey, like, if you're Kentucky, like we're Kentucky, I'm going to help you out. Whether I like you or not, I'm going to give you the opportunity to come on the show and we can all be cordial and
I love it.
And for those of you guys that know me, I'm cordial until I'm not, but you have to hit that button, and not many people have, but
only when it comes to our kids, right?
Yeah, I mean, I just wanted to kill the narrative that we can't, just because we have a same type of show, we run a similar social media
that we can't get along.
Correct.
Yeah, we can do it. We can do it, and in the space of serving vulnerable children and families here in the Bluegrass State, it's the same way for us. There's a lot of people that want to be part of the solution, and we're open to having those conversations and seeing how we can do that. I would encourage folks, just if you know a foster family, if you know an adoptive family, if you have an opportunity to have a conversation about what they're going through or how they're doing it, or if they need services, ocakids.org is a great place to go. We've got a lot of ways that we can help, but just have that opportunity, because there's never going to be a time, almost never, there's going to be a time where a foster family or an adoptive family is going to walk up to you and say, hey, I'm fostering or I'm adopting and I need your help. And most people are not going to do that. Right. So if we care about one another, enough to have a conversation. So I would encourage you to do that,
spread
man. Austin
and Quincy. What I can do is at the end of the show, I always make clips and reels of our shows.
You do a good job on that too, bro.
Social media account. Thank you.
on Facebook, it's OCA Kids or Orphan Care Alliance. You can find it pretty easily. I think on Instagram, which we don't have a major following on Instagram, demographics and you know, the age of certain, you know, people that follow this kind of work, we haven't built that audience, but OCA_kids, I think, on Instagram.
Well, hey, guess what? I'm here to help you guys if I can.
I mean, I appreciate.
We don't have a huge following either, but if we can help, we're more than happy to.
The opportunity we had to talk a little bit recently about, you know, some of your remotes and some of the things you guys are doing, and man, my heart is always to see you do well. I'm proud of what you've been doing, and if I can help in any way, whether it's coming on or just having conversations even off there, I don't care about. I never want to
1,000,000%. And speaking of the remotes, I'm gonna reach back out to you. And
you're good, man.
We got some work to do with our pregame tailgate remotes, and we got to get that set up. So you will be hearing from me soon on that.
I got you.
Yes, sir.
You
Quincy,
guys,
man, I appreciate you hopping on, brother.
Always.
Yeah, man. Appreciate you guys.
Prayers.
Appreciate the opportunity to be with you.
Thank you,
And this is a good forum, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah, appreciate you, buddy. We appreciate you more.
Thanks,
Kentucky people helping Kentucky people is the way
we take care
it
of each
be.
other, brother.
Yes,
That's
sir.
the way
Yes,
it
sir.
always will be.
God bless. Have a good one, Quincy.
God bless,
right.
Quince.
Yep.
So right there is a voice I wish I could
Right.
have.
Dude, I know.
I mean, my God, why can't I have that voice? like that dude's voice, it just flows. Like, damn. As soon
It
as he got
does.
on, I was like, I'm not saying shit.
It just sounds like, okay, why are you already laughing a lot?
He said,
What?
when he said I didn't want to say shit, I died.
Yeah,
Oh.
but I was like, my voice, I'm just shutting up now. I'm not saying
You
a
know,
damn thing.
For me, actually, you know what I've realized, and I still don't have a great voice, I don't think, but my voice has gotten stronger.
Yeah.
Since we've started to do this, because when we first started, after like a couple shows, I would feel my voice just dying.
Yep.
And I would really try to have to like project and
Right.
make it.
Yeah.
As deep
Oh,
as
I
it could
went back and
possibly
listened
be.
to some of our first shows, and
They
my
were pretty-
God,
yeah.
what we sounded like, and we even thought we sounded good then. Wow. Like, it's
Our
big
first-
difference.
Our first post game show after the Missouri game. That was our first official show.
That's the one I watched this
together.
morning where you let me get a
And-
3-minute rant.
And I think that show was almost 2 hours.
Yeah.
And I had no idea really how to drive the show and how to shut you up and
Right.
get you to stop.
I was pissed after that.
But for
game.
what it's worth, we should have won that game. But,
Yeah, we should have.
Yeah.
All right, man.
So Elijah, there's somebody's asking a question. Let me NCAA committee members said they will punish. Yes, I was going to ask you about this, where they had come out and said or somebody was going to punish teams if they added this 5th-year player when it came to the NCAA tournament or things of that nature, if you know what I'm saying. That was reported today.
So it was reported either today or yesterday. Jeff Goodman had an interview with one of the March Madness committee members, and they said that even though the NCAA can't like suspend you or give you a punishment, we sure can, and we can do things such as dropping your seed severely or taking your team out of March Madness entirely. And I'm just like, man, I want you to try doing that without a team.
I would like to
rioting
see
and
that
you
try
getting
to be
sued.
happen. Right.
How petty do you have to be to even make a statement like that?
Right. Yes. I agree.
I mean, really.
It's such a high
How
horse
petty is
statement.
Yeah. So yeah, like you
From
would
a
take
committee
a team.
that's not on they're on a.
Let's say you got a
pony.
team that's a top seed, a 1 seed, and they've got a 5th-year player, and you come up and say, you know what, we just dropped you to a 4 seed because you had a 5th-year player. Right. That would
even though it was approved and
yeah, that would never fly. Like,
No.
like, what?
yeah,
What?
yeah, that could never fly.
No, that's just I think that's a scare
That's an
tactic.
asinine statement by somebody that thinks
it's
he's
just
bigger
a scare
than he
tactic.
is. Yeah.
Maybe trying to get them to back
Yeah.
down or hold off, or I don't
I
know.
definitely think it's a.
I really
definitely
don't.
think
I don't
it's
think that there's any. This is going to be approved. It
Yeah.
just is. I would be shocked if it's not. I really would be.
Yeah, and that's why I'm kind of a little shocked that they are having the Zoom with Kohler, because it's all I would say it's 90% that it's going to happen.
Yes.
Yeah, I think they just don't want to come out of it empty-handed.
I will say
You think
even
the same, Elijah?
greater
Like
than
it's
that.
that high?
I think
Greater
it's
than
like
90?
I think it's like 99% that this is going to go through.
Oh,
Like you're seeing
careful with that percentage, because that now has the staple of BBN Unfiltered on it.
Yeah, but
you're,
it's got 1%
you're seeing
not
a
to.
precedent being set
Right.
across the country where the NCAA is now being overturned. Like, it is a very slim chance that Mark Mitchell would not be granted. There are like I see where people are like, the judge is a UK law guy, but he's a Louisville fan. There are Louisville football players on this injunction, you guys.
Yep.
Like
That's what I was
he's
going to
a
ask.
It's not
judge.
just Mark
Sworn
Mitchell.
in by oath. I
Like,
don't
come
care
on.
what I'm a fan of. Like,
Yeah, because there's so many other guys involved in this same lawsuit in Louisville, right?
that's like,
There's other people from outside of the state of Louisville who are a part of this injunction, who have joined the injunction. Like it's beyond the point of local sports at this point.
that's like saying a judge that his buddy committed a crime, and they're like, oh well, but that's his friend, so he's gonna take care of him, right? Like, no.
You're not going to prison for shooting five people. Like, it's my buddy. Like,
come on, you guys.
Like, that's
he's a Louisville fan, or
like that's
come on.
What is it? The Murdoch or Murdaugh movies or whatever down in South Carolina. That dude is an attorney. Like, yeah, we're not going to prosecute you. You're an attorney. Yeah, see ya.
So there's a lot of moving parts, and I think Elijah, something's going to happen the next day.
What, 2 days?
Day or two. I think that it's getting pretty hot.
If we don't hear anything within the next few days, I would be like extremely like within the next 1 or 2 days, I would be extremely surprised. Like this judge knows that these kids got to be moved in. He does. Like these kids have to get enrolled in classes and get started.
Yeah, like they need to do their part and say, okay, we're on a time crunch here. School has started.
Right.
You know, they have done their part and filed on in a timely manner and done everything to their power to put the ball in their court. So they need to reciprocate.
Yes.
Right.
They are missing classes right now.
Exactly. That's what I was just getting ready to ask. So, or maybe they're not, scheduled till Friday or something, but who knows? I mean, we know how athletes in classes work sometimes. They're online.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I mean,
right.
Jeez, oh Pete. What else y'all got? We're coming down. Let's go about 5 more minutes, you guys. We are coming, like I said, gosh, man, I'm itching for football. Like I don't know if it's just Ace being a part of his football team, and
I've got the bug bad.
Oh my
bad.
Are y'all going to go to the Alabama game?
I've started to. I don't know.
What's that?
I mean, I definitely want to do if we can, I still want to do a pregame podcast show.
Yeah,
Am I physically going into the stadium?
I don't know.
I don't know yet.
I haven't
Listen, I want to
watch.
Will Stein rip DeBoer's heart out in person. Like I need to see.
I would love to see. Dude, I'm hoping Bama starts that freshman or redshirt freshman quarterback. Let's get him in there, get him riled,
get him
and
in the game.
Pound on them. Like
maybe it's not. We only get Shane Beamer fired, but we get Kellen DeBoer fired.
That would be even better
within the same season. Hey,
oh man!
Put that in one of those books behind you.
If Alabama loses to us, DeBoer is fired. He's not making it.
Do you think Alabama is going to lose to us?
I hope so. I picked that too, Elijah. So
I did not.
No, he did not.
Now I would love for it to happen, but I'm not going to pick that yet.
I did. That's just me thinking. So I mean,
yeah,
I want to see it so bad. Do you know what I mean? Like I just want to see a great football season lead right into a great basketball season. Like, just can we have that? Like, come on! I just want to see.
Can we have?
Can we get that, please?
We're due. We're due. Like, if you go back and listen to my very first show, I think it was only like 12 minutes. But beside that point, it was pretty much on the premise of Kentucky basketball and football both has been down in the dumps ever since COVID. Yep. And now,
absolutely,
guys, that is to the point where it's almost 7 years ago.
Right.
So, like, we have been, we've had no postseason success in anything in almost 7 years. And
baseball, right?
It's
We
been
got
miserable.
to the World Series. That was it.
Yeah, I mean, cool, but
I know, but I know that doesn't compare.
I'm happy
just
for him,
saying.
but that doesn't. I'm
No,
sorry.
it don't compare to.
I'm
Look, bruh shows up late and leaves early. What the hell?
Yeah, he's staying after practice and running suicides.
Oh man, yeah.
I'm not
we're
going
blowing a
anywhere.
big
I'm still
old-
here.
We're
Well, hey guys, for everyone that hopped in on tonight's live show, we appreciate it. I may have taken a bigger bite that I could chew by booking everyone that I booked on here tonight.
especially
honestly,
on
I didn't-
Elijah's first night.
Yeah, I know.
Come
Yeah,
on.
I kind of
way to
maybe
put
I got
Elijah on the back burner,
maybe I got a little bit over ambitious and
right?
I don't know. I just randomly messaged Kash and he said, "Yeah." I was like, "All right,
Austin
cool."
said, "Let's have a
Why not?
2 weeks worth of show in one night."
That wasn't my intention. But hey, we made it work.
We did.
Look, dude, you can just let Quincy. Quincy can just talk, so you can just say, "Hey, Quincy," and he's done. Like you don't have to say another word.
You can
He's-
definitely tell that he is seasoned in this
You think,
format.
right?
Definitely.
Yeah, he's well
1,000,000%.
trained. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Travis said we had a 2020 volleyball natty.
Oh,
So,
cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yay.
Oh yeah.
That's
I watched that. No, I didn't. I'm just kidding. I mean, like, rifle team was good too. I'm sure they were.
you guys
right?
are reaching.
Yeah.
You
A
are
bowling
reaching.
team. I think our bowling team did well.
We are reaching.
Yeah.
Really
Tennis, maybe.
reaching for
Right.
straws here.
Yeah. Well, Elijah, I'm sorry Austin did that to you on your first night. Booked
I'm
2
not-
weeks worth of
I'm
shows.
not sorry. I'm not sorry at all.
Hey, the content's good.
And then,
Hey, as long as the
then
content's
wouldn't
good.
even let you in. Like we've been posting, new show, Elijah. Yep. Everybody jumps on at 9:00. Nothing. Where the hell's Elijah? Austin put his
he has
ass in
been
timeout.
put in timeout in the doghouse and had to
In
sit
the house.
and had to sit there and stare at the wall and think about his choices. That's what
Sure did.
that's what my mom used to say.
That
You-
sounds just like
go-
your mom.
You go upstairs and you think about what you just did.
Just did.
You know what I would do? I'd be up there for so long in the silence, I would just fall asleep and just take a
Right.
nap. I'd be like, "Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
thank you.
might
I
as well.
actually
Thanks, Mom.
I needed that for real."
Oh,
My goodness.
Lord.
Hey, I'm really excited to set up our pregame podcast, but we got to figure
Yeah.
it out. So
Yeah.
let's set up a time in the next couple of weeks,
I'll-
Coach, to go out there and scope out
run
the
down.
spot. If your guy would, I don't know what.
I know exactly where the spot is.
Okay,
Yeah.
All right.
I've been there a million
I've got to
times.
figure out the technology aspect of how it's going to look and
Yep.
how.
Yeah.
And listen, I forgot to mention this. I had a dude on my TikTok live last night who has like 5,000 followers and a few songs on Spotify, and he's pretty good.
Yep.
Maybe he can join in with us and play a
Play a
little
couple
music.
songs.
Yeah, before
That'd
be
our
awesome.
shows, and we'll have like a little like intermission, and we can
Couple
try to
coolers.
we can
full.
again try to highlight another Kentucky talent that's from someone who's trying to grind
make
and
it.
hustle and get
I'm
out
all
there.
about
and,
that.
Yeah, I mean that's what I said. I
Yeah.
respect the hustle, man. So
Yeah.
if
I'm
I can,
all about that.
if I can aid it and help you grow, and you're willing to do the same for us, then man,
Hell yeah, let's get him
we
there
can make
first
this
time.
work. So
I mean, there's a ton of room right around there. I'll show you. It's a good area. A lot of
Yeah.
grass. Can't
Okay.
destroy anything. So it's all good.
there we go, man. That could be a really cool.
It's gonna be a lot of fun,
That could be
fellas.
something really cool. And
Yeah.
I want to give the people a sneak peek of an idea that is in the works. And it's very early, you guys. It's very early, but it is in the works. Let's think about a collaboration between the Harrison Guard Academy, Andrew and Aaron Harrison, and their skills training platform that they have started, teaming up with BBN Unfiltered to host an event in Central Kentucky, Georgetown, Lexington. We're not sure yet, but we are in the process of talking about setting something up for
Mhm.
the youth, like a skills clinic, a combination of a skills clinic and maybe a 2-day tournament, an individual or team setting. Here in Central Kentucky, we're shooting for maybe early spring, late spring, but maybe we can even do like a pre-event to hype it up even more around Christmas time. So
Right.
we're in the works of chatting with Aaron Harrison and talking about what that could look like. And you guys, that could be something that's really cool.
Yeah. Stay tuned. That's something that it won't happen anywhere else. I'm just going to tell you that right now.
Oh yeah,
To come in and work with Aaron and Andrew and go through skills with those guys and then be able to have like a team camp tournament type thing. Guys, camps don't happen like this anymore. So
they don't.
They just don't.
And that's because people are less and less willing to work with other people within their same circle. So again, and this theme just keeps on circling back around. That's what we're trying to do here. And I think that's going to be our key to success. And we are all about it. So
absolutely.
Guys, thank you for tuning in to tonight's live show, BBN Unfiltered, Tuesday. We're approaching almost 10:40 now. It's been a good show though. I mean, we've had some great personalities, a lot of different, just polar opposite. Cash Daniel on a boat,
right?
Elijah in timeout in the intermission,
right?
And then Quincy coming in and talking about the great stuff that he is doing with the foundation that he is working with. So, man, listen. Can we like make a theme of Kentucky guys helping Kentucky guys?
That's what it should be. That's how that's how you get ahead in this world. Not doing for yourself.
You know what I was thinking about while Quincy was talking? Like, you think that all these guys that come in from different parts of the country, different teams, that they were all 5-star, they were all the stars on their team. Like, you think that they came in here just like knowing how to gel with all these different personalities and the style of play? And no, like, you don't think that these guys don't get in little riffs and go at each other every now and then? But you have to be willing to improve for the betterment of the team and the overall succession of, man, I want to win at all costs. And if that means I have to sacrifice
a little bit of myself. Yes,
absolutely. Because I win.
Yep.
So
winning is the main point, not what you get individually. It's winning as a team. And that's what we're trying to do here, is win as a team and help others in the state of Kentucky win as well. And if we can do that, that's what Austin, then we're doing something good.
Yep. 1,000,000%. There we go. There it is. Well said, guys. Any final thoughts, Coach or Elijah?
Not just looking forward to the future with you two and where this is going to lead. And I think we've got some big things coming, and I see nothing but great things moving forward with us three.
Yeah, I'm excited for this chat.
There we go.
Yeah, me too, bro.
There we go. It is about to really take off.
I agree.
September is going to be hot, but October and November is going to be wild. It's going to be wild. So don't miss out. You guys, right now, make sure that you follow us. You subscribe to our YouTube channel. You follow us on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, and X. And you can't miss out on any of our content because it is golden. So
one last thing.
We appreciate y'all hopping in. It was okay. Go ahead, real quick.
Mr. Ha is coming to town.
Okay, Lewis.
Is he coming for Big Blue?
He is. He's coming for Big Blue Madness this year. So we'll have Reese Alston. We'll have Louis Uvwo. And then we've got a couple other guys who are trying to get a visit in for Big Blue Madness.
There we go. Cool. There we go. He is my number one center prospect. You cannot convince me otherwise. I want Louis Uvwo in a Kentucky jersey.
Looking at people going, ha, ha.
Ha, ha. Let's go, man. Let's get it. I just love the energy, man.
I can't wait, man.
I love the energy, so.
Hey, we should sell shirts that say "ha ha," and everybody be wearing them when he comes walking in
Should
for
we
Big Blue
start selling
Madness in blue and
football
white.
jerseys, man? I think should we start selling blue
There we
football
go.
shirts?
Yeah,
Is that possible?
say
Can we do
ha
that?
ha on the front and his name on the back?
If it's a picture of him, can we do that?
I think so.
Is that against
I
the
don't
rules?
see why we couldn't. I
Not
mean,
until he's in
ha-ha's-
college, it's not.
Right. I mean, I don't see why we couldn't.
I like that.
I do too.
I like that idea.
Yeah.
There we
Mac
go,
Lewis
guys.
Hoopo in a
All
Kentucky jersey and put him on a shirt? I think so.
Yeah.
Let's get it. Let's get it rolling. All right, y'all. This was BBN Unfiltered Tuesday night. Live show. We had Quincy on here. We had Kash Daniel on a boat, just out there, just looking for some bites.
He's trying to
repping his State Line Co. hat. His
said he
lucky
got
hat,
him some good
he
hits
said.
tonight.
He gave us some good advice on
Yep.
how I need to coach my 8-year-old son for football, and I really don't know what the hell to do. I just said, dude, you better freaking
Hit somebody.
just hit somebody, man. I don't care what you do, just don't walk.
Yeah. Right. Oh,
All right,
crap.
y'all. This was BBN Unfiltered. Austin, Coach, Elijah, love y'all. We appreciate y'all. Go Cats. We will talk to y'all.
Okay.
Love you guys. Woo.